Welcome, participants. Nigeria by Michael Ajayi. Ideology by Michael Ajayi. Email address michaeltony1234@gmail.com of Guider School Bash 200. I will be taking you on the ideology of the benefits, how it works, and the rules that govern ideology. I'm sure you must have heard of one way or the other. So the essence of this video is to enlighten you and bring to you limelight or make you know how actually works. And so I'm going to begin with the ideology. Ideology. Of course, you all will believe with me or agreed with me that the world we live in today is an inequality world. A world that is so dishonest and so unkind. A world that those that work tirelessly are being rewarded with peanuts and the bankers live luxurious life. That is why we live in a world of slavery where some people are being rewarded below their efforts. You also agree with me that the basis of commonwealth is work. And then if that is it, I ask this simple question. Why is it that the bankers or stockbrokers live much better than the farmers? Are they working more than the farmers? Of course you will tell me no. And so, why is it that they are living more better than them? Now it is because of this inequality Sajima Vrodi tried to correct through a peer-to-peer giving ideology, which is what we call And then the founder Sajima Vrodi created to better this unfair financial system of the world, where the rich continue to get richer and the poor becomes poorer. Having said this little about the ideology, then we ask, what then is and how does it work? I will simply put it this way by telling us what the abbreviation of is. Simply means Mavrodi Mundia Movement. It is a global community of financial aid donation exchange. It is not a business, no, nor bank, investment, or a company. It has no lender and debtors, as well as no master and slave relationship, meaning everyone in are equal and enjoy the same benefits. What am I trying to say here? The moment you become a member or a participant of you have equal rights with every other participant in this community. And so I will continue by saying is a peer-to-peer system where participants transfer donations directly to each other account, meaning there is no single central account where all the donations are being paid into. That is to say, we pay into ourselves account, meaning we manage the community. There is no any central account where money are being paid that belongs to but rather we benefit from ourselves by paying to each other's account. Now also, is a willful donation where people give out their spare money as donation to get rid of financial system hardship. What am I trying to say here? You give the money which you are using in is a spare money, a money which should anything happen, you will not feel any pain. So you are giving willingly to your fellow participant. And so in a nutshell, is a informal union of people that turn against the financial slavery that gave birth to financial difficulties in the whole world. Those who declare a war against banks and decided to win that war, those are the people that we found in Having said that, I will quickly say something about the founder of MMM. Sajima Vodi is the founder of MMM, Social Financial Community. And in as much as its life work, it's not the only one. Meaning he is not, or for the fact that he is the founder, or he is not the only one that makes MMM work. He is a mathematician that works as a programmer and took part in the development of the first operating system. Wow, what a wonderful skill. He founded a company that was one of the leading computer equipment distribution in Russia at some years back, and he was also a deputy in the Russian parliament. Wow, as a programmer, also a politician, that shows he knows what the government are actually doing to make world or lives so difficult for people. And so these are the things he tries to correct through the establishment of MMM community. Having said all that, then what are the rules and regulations that govern MMM? These rules are very, very vital in our MMM operation. And so all participants of MMM are enjoyed and encouraged to keep them, because any falter of this rule will be blocked completely from the community. And so I will be taking us through the rules and regulations one after the other. Participants, the first rule is that participants are not to have more than one personal office. That is, if you are joining MMM, you join by opening just single personal office. The next rule is participants are not to create fake accounts for referral bonuses. That is, you should not open another account just because you want to have referral bonuses. Do not edit your banking details less than 15 days before you get them, unless you will be put on moratorium for 14 days. That is, when you want to get them, don't edit your banking details, because the moment you do this, MMM will think someone actually hacked into your account, and then you'll be put in moratorium for 14 days, which you might not enjoy or like. And so ensure that when you are putting or entering your bank details, make sure you enter the correct details. Next one, it is always wrong for participants to register with wrong phone number or banking details. Another rule is that participants are enjoined to always correct details. Make sure you correct your details. The next also we have is participants are to provide help according to their ability. That is, don't provide what you can give. Make sure what you are going to give as help, or what you are pledging as help, you have the money with you, because you may not know when you will be paid. Do not pledge to provide help without having the money with you. I just said that earlier, so make sure whatever you are going to give as help, you have the money with you. Also, do not abuse your manager, that is your guider or your referrer. Make sure you don't abuse them, because they are there to guide you through. Participants are not allowed to operate fake POP, fake proof of payment rather. Now, this proof of payment is so very important, because the moment you make payment, you will have to upload your proof of payment. And so you are not to upload a fake proof of payment. Rather, you can always call the beneficiary of your help to extend time for you. And if you are caught uploading fake proof of payment, I bet you will be completely blocked from the community. Next is, do not delay in paying your donations. Once you are being paid, quickly make the payments and move on. Now, do not hack into people's accounts. This is very important. So when you keep all these rules and regulations, you will enjoy MMM community. But the moment you go against any of this, or you are found faulty or breaking any of these rules, I bet you will be completely blocked from the community. Having said this about the community, then what are the benefits? What do we stand to benefit from MMM? First thing you stand to benefit is when you signing in a participant, they are granted with the bonus from $20 to $100. $20 will be credited to you for contributing $50 to $499. $50 for contributing 500 to $2,999, and $100 for contributing 3,000 upward. What am I saying? When you register newly and you are starting with $50, $20 will be given to you as registration bonus. If you're starting with $500, $50 will be given to you, and if you are starting with $100, of course, if you are starting with $3,000, I beg your pardon, $100 will be granted to you. Also, participants are credited with referral bonus. That is, when you refer people, those people you are referring, 10% of whatsoever they are giving and sell will also be given to you. That is a wonderful benefit. Another which we have is guided bonuses, which ranges from 5%, 3%, 1%, 0.5 of the help amount the downlines provide. Wow, that is another benefit which we all enjoy. Also, we have bonus for videos in a letter of happiness. Now, what am I saying here? When you write, each time you get help, you will be enjoy or you are compelled to write letter of happiness. Now, when you write this letter of happiness and you made a video for it, now MMM will give you what we call percentage for doing that video, and this is a lovely benefit. Another benefit which you get in MMM is the community member should understand that regulation defends the interests of the participant in order to ensure steady work and stable payment. Now, in MMM, money is distributed among the community members only. Being honest is the main priority for the community because MMM was created not to get richer, but to make financial relationship between people fairer. For every help provided you get credited with Marvel, this Marvel will be equated to the amount of help provided, and this Marvel grows at 1% daily. Wow, lovely. What is this saying? Is that the moment you provide help, this amount you are giving as help will be converted to Marvel, and this Marvel will be growing every day for the next 30 days, which you will get at the end of 30 days. This is a lovely benefit, which I'm sure everybody would love to be part of. Having said all that, I'm sure you've gotten the full knowledge of what MMM is all about, and so I will quickly take us on the program. MMM has always been there holding various charity programs, helping the needy, distribution of materials items such as food, clothing, etc. for free to the less privileged. What am I saying? Of course, you must have heard from the news or heard from your colleagues that MMM sponsor or donated food items to the IDPs in Plateau State, in Abuja, in Lagos, and some other states as well. Of course, is it that of Benin we are going to talk of when they visited the general hospital to pay the bills of the patients in that hospital bed? That is a lovely thing about MMM, and that is what MMM is all about. We help each other. For the fact that we help ourselves to get richer, we still also stretch our hands to the needy because we know they are always around us, and we are there to make them feel comfortable. Having said all this, I would like to say thank you for joining me in this wonderful explanation of what MMM is all about. And so I will leave us with this. Join us and let's change the world together, for that is the only way to be financially free. Thank you and God bless.